Yesterday found me. If you were given one chance to go back in time, would you choose to change your future or simply relive the moments you once lost? There are wounds that time can never heal. Sabi nila, time only moves forward. Kapag may taong nawala sa buhay mo, wala ka nang magagawa kundi tanggapin. You can cry, you can beg, you can pray every single night, pero hindi na sila babalik. I believed that until time chose me. September 18th, 2026. Birthday ko. 25 years old. Habang tahimik akong nakaupo sa maliit kong bed space, nakatitig lang ako sa cake na iniwan ng mga ate ko bago sila umuwi. Isang kandila, isang wish. Pero wala na akong ibang hinihiling. Kasi ang gusto ko, hindi na kayang ibigay ng mundo. Napatingin ako sa family picture na nasa gilid ng kama ko. Unti-unti kong hinaplos ang mukha ng isang taong pinakakamiss ko. Papa. Exactly 1 year ago, nawala siya. His sickness took him away from us. Hindi ko man lang siya na ipakilala sa magiging future ko. Hindi niya ako maihatid sa altar. At higit sa lahat, hindi ko nasabi kung gaano ko siya kamahal. A tear silently rolled down my cheek. Happy birthday sa akin pa. Mahina kong bulong. I miss you. Biglang kumurap ang ilaw. Once, twice. Then, everything went silent. Maging ang tunog ng aircon ay nawala. Napakunot noo ako. What the? Sa harapan ko, unti-unting lumitaw ang isang asul na liwanag. Parang hologram. Isang transparent screen ang lumutang sa ere. System initializing. Host detected. Aviana Monteverde. Compatibility 100%. Napatayo ako. Hindi. Imposible. Wala namang projector. Wala ring tao sa paligid. Pero malinaw na malinaw ang bawat salitang lumalabas. Mission available. Do you wish to travel back to September 18th, 2006? Reward? A second chance. Napatawa ako ng mapait. A second chance? Parang alam ng system ang pinakamalalim kong hinanakit. Maya-maya pa, may panibagong text na lumabas. A traveler from the year 2026 escaped to the past. Your mission is to find him and bring him back before New Year's Eve. 2010. Time limit, 5 years. Sunod-sunod pang lumabas ang mga rules. Failure means you'll remain trapped in the past. Your existence in the future will disappear. Everyone you love will forget you, even your own family. Failure wasn't an option. If she couldn't bring him back within 5 years, she would be trapped in the past forever. Worse, her existence in 2026 would completely disappear. Her family, her friends, everyone she loved would forget she had ever existed. Nanlamig ang buo kong katawan. Then, one final rule appeared. You may change your family's life. Napatitig lang ako. This has to be impossible. This has to be a dream. Pero, kung totoo man ito, kung may 1% lang na chance na makita kong muli si Papa, wouldn't I take it? I slowly closed my eyes. Yes. The moment the word escaped my lips, a blinding white light swallowed everything. I felt my body becoming lighter. Parang hinihila ako ng kung anong puwersa. Hindi ako makahinga. Hindi ako makasigaw. Hanggang sa, everything went black. The first thing I noticed was the wind. Mahinang humaplos ito sa mukha ko, kasama ang amoy ng sariwang damo, basang lupa, at bagong aning palay. Narinig ko ang huni ng mga ibon, ang tawanan ng mga batang naglalaro. Unti-unti kong iminulat ang mga mata ko. Blue sky, white clouds, endless green fields. Napaupo ako agad. Nasaan ako? Hindi ito ang Dubai. Hindi ito ang maliit kong bed. Walang matataas na building. Walang sasakyan. Walang ingay ng syudad. Sa halip, may maliit na bahay na gawa sa kahoy. May taniman. May mga puno ng niyog. At isang dirt road na tila pamilyar sa paningin ko. Parang, nakita ko na ito noon. Bigla kong naalala ang kwento ni Papa tungkol sa probinsya nila. Hindi kaya mabilis kong hinanap ang cellphone ko. Still working, kahit walang signal. Nanginginig ang kamay kong binuksan ang screen. The date flashed before my eyes. September 18, 2006. Huminto ang paghinga ko. Hindi, I really traveled through time. Bago pa tuluyang mag-sink in ang lahat, may narinig akong sigaw mula sa malayo. Hoy! May tao rito! Napatayo ako. Ilang tao ang mabilis na tumatakbo papunta sa direksyon ko. Isang babae, 6 na batang babae, isang binatilyo, at si Mama at Papa. Siya ang unang nakalapit sa akin. Hija, okay ka lang ba? The moment I heard his voice, My heart stopped. Slowly, I looked up. At nang makita ko ang mukha niya, parang gumuho ang mundo ko. Hindi maaari. Suot niya ang lumang puting t-shirt, kupas na short, tsinelas, pawisan, mukhang pagod sa trabaho. Pero nakangiti, the same smile na araw-araw kong namimiss, the same smile na nakita ko sa huling litrato niya bago siya mawala. Lumabo ang paningin ko, my lips trembled. Mahina lang, halos hindi marinig, pero sapat para mapakunot noo siya. Hindi ko na napigilan. Tumakbo ako papunta sa kanya. Mahigpit ko siyang niyakap. Sobrang higpit. Parang kapag binitawan ko, mawawala na naman siya. Papa, humagulgol ako. I miss you. I miss you so much. Ramdam kong natigilan siya. Pero ilang segundo lang, unti-unti niyang niyakap pabalik ang likod ko. Shhh! Tahan na. Mahina niyang sabi. Ligtas ka na. At sa simpleng tatlong salitang iyon, tuluyan nang bumagsak ang lahat ng pader na itinayo ko mula nang mawala siya. Huwag ka nang matakot, Hisha. Dito ka na muna sa amin. Hindi man kami mayaman, pero hanggat kaya namin, hindi ka namin pababayaan. Ngumiti si Papa at marahang tinapik ang balikat ko. Ituring mo na kaming pamilya. Simula ngayon, may tahanan ka na. Home. Ilang taon kong hiniling na marinig ulit ang mga salitang yan. I wanted to hug him so badly. Gusto kong sabihin, Papa, ako to. Anak mo. I wanted to tell him that I didn't come here by accident. Bumalik ako sa nakaraan para makita ka ulit. Para marinig ang boses mo. Para makasama ka kahit sandali lang. Pero hindi pwede. I have a mission to protect the timeline. So I swallowed every word and forced myself to smile. Salamat po, Pa. Napahinto ako. Hindi ko pa siya pwedeng tawaging Papa. Salamat po. Mahina akong sabi. One day, kapag tapos na ang lahat, sana matawag ulit kitang Papa. Hindi ako umiiyak dahil natatakot ako. Hindi ako umiiyak dahil naliligaw ako. Umiiyak ako dahil sa unang pagkakataon matapos ang isang taon, nahawakan ko ulit ang papa ko. Buhay, mainit, at nasa harapan ko. Lumapit si Mama at marahang inayos ang buhok ko. Huwag ka nang mag-alala. Habang nandito ka, aalagaan ka namin. Ngumiti si Mama at hinawakan ang kamay ko. Ituring mo na rin akong mama mo. Hindi ka na nag-iisa. Her touch, it felt exactly the same. Warm, gentle, safe. Ito ang mga yakap na ilang taon kong iniyakan at hinanap. Hindi ko na malayan ang sarili ko. Opo, Ma, natahimik ako. Hindi ko pa pala pwedeng tawagin siyang Ma. Napayuko ako at napangiti ng pilit. Pagpasensya na po. Hindi ko alam kung bakit ko yun nasabi. Ngumiti lang siya. Ayos lang. Kung gusto mo, pwede mo naman akong tawaging Ma. My heart almost gave up. If only you knew. Ikaw ang mama ko. At araw-araw kitang namimiss. I missed your hugs, your voice, your love. Pero kailangan kong magpanggap. Because for now, I'm just a stranger. Even though, I've always been your daughter. The family thought she was just a lost girl. A distant relative. Someone who had nowhere else to go. Kaya inuwi nila siya. Little did they know, the stranger they welcomed into their home was actually their youngest daughter. From the future. Welcome to September 18th, 2006. Host Eviana. Your mission has officially begun. Habang lumilipas ang mga buwan, unti-unting naging bahagi ulit si Eviana ng pamilyang matagal na niyang na-miss. She ate dinner with them. She laughed with her siblings. She spent afternoons helping her father on the farm. Every ordinary day became a precious memory because she knew, in her original timeline, those moments no longer existed. The system gave her two advantages. Dalawa lang. No more, no less. I let out a deep breath and looked at the glowing screen in front of me. Dalawa lang? I whispered, forcing a small smile. Fine, I make them enough. The first advantage, she could bring all the money she had saved in 2026, a fortune in the year 2006, enough to completely change her family's life. I stared at the amount displayed on the screen. Sa 2026, normal lang tong savings ko, I murmured. Pero sa 2006, this is enough to completely change my family's life. Enough to pay our debts. Enough to keep us from going hungry. Enough to make sure Papa won't have to work himself to exhaustion. My chest tightened at the thought. I won't let our family suffer the same way again. Then the second advantage appeared. You are allowed to help your family build a better future. I slowly closed my eyes. A better future, I whispered. This wasn't just about money. It was about changing our fate. Saving the people I couldn't save before. Protecting the family I lost. I clenched my fist and looked up. I don't care how difficult this mission is. I'll change everything. I'll save my family. And this time, I'll make sure I don't lose Papa again. But there was one rule she could never break. She could never tell anyone what would happen in the future. Using the money she brought from 2026, tinulungan niya ang kanyang mga magulang na magsimula ng maliit na negosyo. What started as a simple dream slowly became a successful family business. Unti-unting nagbago ang buhay nila. Hindi na sila kinulang sa pagkain. Her siblings finally had the opportunity to chase their dreams. At sa unang pagkakataon, nakikita niyang masaya ang pamilya niya. Pero habang nagiging masaya ang lahat, palapit naman ng palapit ang deadline ng mission niya. She let out a long sigh. Seriously, paano ko ba mahahanap ang taong yon? Napakamot siya sa ulo, halatang naiinis. Her mission: find the other time traveler from 2026 and bring that person back. Simple pakinggan, impossible gawin. Wala man lang pangalan, wala man lang picture. Napabuntong hininga siya ulit. Keypad na phone, no messenger, no Google Maps, ni signal halos wala. Napailing siya. Paano ako maghahanap ng tao sa buong Pilipinas kung wala akong kahit anong clue? Wait, paano kung wala pala sa Pilipinas yung taong yon? Oh my God. Napa-facepalm na lang siya. Hindi naman pwedeng mag-print ako ng missing flyers. Missing? Looking for a traveler from 2026. Pakibalik sa future. Napangiwi siya. Ang ending, ako pa ang dadalhin sa mental hospital. She couldn't help but laugh at the ridiculous thought. Then she sighed again. This system is unbelievable. Bibigyan ako ng misyon, pero hindi man lang binigyan ng directions. She kicked a small stone on the road. At least sana may pangalan, or picture, or kahit initials lang, or crush kaya. Napatawa siya. Kahit favorite color niya, tatanggapin ko. But no, hanapin ko raw. How? Through manifestation? Napailing na lang siya habang pinipigilang mainis. She wanted to complain. She really did. Pero ano pa bang magagawa niya? Nandito na siya. Hindi naman pwedeng umatras. She took a deep breath before smiling to herself. Fine, if the system won't give me clues, I'll find them myself, no matter how long it takes. And when I finally meet that person, may utang talaga siya sa akin. Nababaliw na ako sa kakahula. Humanda ka talaga. Ha! Matapos ang ilang taong paghahanap, finally, she found the traveler. But fate had another cruel surprise waiting for her. Hindi ito isang estranghero. Great. Just great. Sa lahat ng tao sa buong mundo, si Silos pa talaga. My first love, my greatest heartbreak. And the same man who broke it into pieces. The man I spent years trying to forget. Hindi niya maintindihan kung bakit siya ang taong hinahanap ng system. And now, the system expects me to convince him to return to the future. Seriously, napabuntong hininga na lang ako. Okay, bulong ko sa sarili ko. Mission first, feelings later. Lumapit ako sa kanya. Silos, hindi man lang siya lumingon.
I'm not going back.
Hindi pa nga ako nagsasalita.
I already know why you're here.
Wow, ang yabang pa rin. Huminga ako ng malalim. Well, too bad. Kasi sasama ka.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Napapikit na lang ako. Grabe. 20 years apart, pero pareho pa rin kami. Parehong matigas ang ulo. Tumalikod siya at naglakad palayo. Naglakad din ako kasunod niya.
Stop following me.
Nope.
Aviana,
Nope.
you are annoying.
I know. Huminto siya at napabuntong hininga.
Aren't you going to give up?
I smiled. Absolutely not. She had to bring him home. No matter what. Pero tumanggi si Silos. He didn't want to go back to 2026. For him, the future was full of pain. Broken dreams. Loneliness. Regrets. Here in 2006, he finally found peace. Kaya kahit anong pakiusap ni Aviana, he refused. Kung ayaw niyang sumama ng maayos, edi ipipester ko siya. Araw-araw, susundan niya siya, kakausapin niya siya, iinisin niya siya, hanggang sa mapagod ito at bumayag. Bahala na kung mainis ito sa kanya. Mission is mission. Pero ang hindi nito alam, kahit anong sabihin niya sa sarili niya, hindi pa rin pala siya sanay na kasama siyang muli. Pero wala siyang choice. Kailangan niya itong ibalik. Kahit kailangan pa niya itong kulitin araw-araw, kahit umabot pa sila sa punto na mag-away, she'll keep pestering him until he finally comes home. Mula nang matagpuan niya si Silos, Araw-araw niya itong kinukulit na bumalik sa future kasama niya. At araw-araw rin, iisa lang ang sagot ni Silas, no. Ngunit hindi iyon naging sapat para patigilin si Aviana. Kinabukasan, Silas, let's go home.
No, Yana.
Habang naglalakad sila, have you changed your mind?
It's still no.
Habang kumakain, so, when are we leaving?
Never.
Last time I'll ask today.
No, Aviana.
Di ka patuli? Pabiro niya.
No.
Natigilan ito at napailing.
You're unbelievable, and you're incredibly stubborn.
I learned from you. Napabuntong hininga na lang siya.
You'll never give up, will you?
Ngumiti si Aviana. Not until you come home with me. Sa paglipas ng mga araw, nasanay na si Silas sa walang tigil na pangungulit ni Aviana. Sa bawat pagtanggi niya, bumabalik pa rin ito kinabukasan. Parang walang nangyari. Parang alam nitong balang araw, magbabago rin ang isip niya. At sa hindi niya namalayang paraan, ang mga pag-uusap nilang dati puro pagtatalo ay napalitan ng kulitan. Ang mga buntong hininga ni Silas ay napalitan ng mahihinang ngiti. Ang bawat no ay nasundan na ng mas mahahabang usapan. Hanggang sa hindi na lang tungkol sa pag-uwi ang dahilan kung bakit magkasama sila. Natuto silang tumawa muli. Naging magkaibigan silang muli. Unti-unting naghilom ang mga sugat na iniwan ng nakaraan. At bago pa nila namalayan, muli na naman silang nahulog sa isa't isa. Hindi dahil nakalimutan nila ang sakit, kundi dahil pinili nilang magmahal muli sa kabila nito. Pagkatapos ay naalala nila ang mga mas bata nilang sarili. Ay tinadhanang magkita sa future, magkakilala, mahulog sa isa't isa, maging unang pag-ibig ng bawat isa. Ayaw na nilang hayaang maulit ang parehong kwento. Kaya bago sila bumalik sa future, gumawa sila ng isang pangako. Sisiguraduhin nilang magkikita ang younger versions nila. At sa pagkakataong iyon, hindi na nila hahayaang maghiwalay silang muli dahil ang pag-ibig na minsang ipinagkait sa kanila ng tadhana ay pipiliin na nilang ipaglaban. December 31st, 2009. The portal finally opened. Ito na ang araw ng kanilang pagbabalik. Aviana waited beneath the night sky. 1 minute, 10 minutes, 1 hour. Her eyes never left the path where she hoped Silas would appear. "You'll come," she whispered. "You promised." Another minute passed, then another, until the portal began to grow unstable. A tear slipped down her cheek. "No." Mahina siyang napailing. "Please." Her voice broke as she looked around one last time. Silas. Silence. Only the cold wind answered her. A soft, broken laugh escaped her lips. "So, you really chose to leave me behind." She lowered her gaze, tears falling one after another. "You lied to me," she whispered. "You said we'd go home together." She wiped her tears, but they wouldn't stop. I waited. I waited until the very last second. The portal began to close. There was no more time. With a shattered heart, Aviana took one final glance behind her. Still hoping, still wishing, still waiting. But he never came. She smiled through her tears. A smile filled with nothing but heartbreak. "I guess I'll be going home alone." And with one final step, with tears streaming down her face, she stepped into the portal, alone. She disappeared into the portal, carrying with her the promise they were supposed to keep together. Pagmulat niya, she found herself lying in a beautiful bedroom. The room felt warm, peaceful. Hindi niya ito kilala. Agad niyang kinuha ang cellphone niya. September 18th, 2026, birthday niya. Napangiti siya, pero mapait. So, hindi siya dumating. She remembered the system's warning. If the mission failed, she should have been trapped in the past. So why was she back? Habang umiiyak siya, napatingin siya sa malaking family portrait na nakasabit sa dingding. Her heart stopped. The woman in the picture was her. Standing beside her was Silas. Both of them were wearing wedding clothes. Then, a tiny voice interrupted her. "Mommy!" A little boy gently held her hand. "Bakit ka umiiyak?" He looked exactly like Silas. Gray eyes, gentle smile. She slowly hugged him. "Liam." Paglabas niya ng kwarto, she saw a man wearing an apron while cooking breakfast. Silas, healthy, smiling, alive. Beside him sat a 2-year-old little girl, happily eating pancakes.
Liana, don't play with your food.
Nang makita niya si Aviana, agad siyang lumapit. He gently wiped away her tears.
You remembered?
Silas smiled softly before revealing what really happened that night. That night, Silas was on his way to the portal. He wasn't running away from her. In fact, he'd spent the entire day thinking about the promise he made, that this time, he would come back no matter what. But before he could reach the portal, a serious accident changed everything. The impact left him injured. His body ached with every movement, blood slowly soaking through his clothes as he struggled to catch his breath. Anyone else would have stayed where they were and waited for help. Silas couldn't. The only thing on his mind was that someone was waiting for him. So despite the pain, he forced himself back on his feet. Mabagal ang bawat hakbang. Minsan napapahinto siya para makahinga. Pero sa tuwing naiisip niyang naghihintay siya, pinipilit niyang magpatuloy. Just a little farther. Paulit-ulit niyang bulong sa sarili. Even while barely able to walk, he still ran. Because he promised he would never leave her again. He wasn't trying to be a hero. He was simply trying to keep his word. But his injuries were more severe than he realized. Before the portal came into view, his strength finally gave out. His knees hit the ground, and no matter how hard he tried to stand again, his body refused to move. As his consciousness slowly faded, one thought remained. Please, don't think I abandoned you again. And when he opened his eyes, he was already beside her, back in the future, and she was his wife. Sa labas ng kanilang tahanan ay nakatayo ang negosyong sinimula ng kanyang mga magulang. 20 taon na ang nakalipas. Lumago ito ng higit pa sa kahit anong naisip ni Aviana. Her parents now owned their dream house, a beautiful farm. A cozy villa where the whole family gathered every weekend. And standing in the middle of the garden was her father, older now, but healthy, laughing while chasing his grandchildren across the grass. At that moment, Aviana finally realized maybe time didn't choose her to change the past. Maybe time chose her to finally live the life she was always meant to have. With tears of happiness, she hugged her husband and children tightly. Thank you, she whispered, for the second life. This time, I promise, I'll protect this family with everything I have.
I want you to stay, never go away from me. Stay forever, but now that you're gone, all I can do is pray for you to be here beside me again. Why did you have to leave me when you said that love would conquer all? Why did you have to leave me when you said that dreaming was as good as reality? And now I must move on, trying to forget all the memories of you and me. But I can't let go of your love that has taught me to hold on. I want you to stay, never go away from me. Stay forever, but now that you're gone, all I can do is pray for you to be here beside me again. Why did you have to leave me when you said that love would conquer all? Why did you have to leave me when you said that dreaming was as good as reality? And now I must move on, trying to forget all the memories of you and me. But I can't let go of your love that has taught me to hold on. Why did you have to leave me when you said that love would conquer all? Why did you have to leave me when you said that dreaming was as good as as good as reality.